I'm surrounded by green. Well, I'm not surrounded by green, but we are sponsored by the good people at Wash and Go today. The lovely people at Wash and Go. What I'm on about, good people. And people often say to me, Mark, is it not hard being a Wash and Go ambassador? And I always have to reply to them like this. Being a rocket engineer is hard. Just ask Elon Musk. Being Manchester United manager is hard. Just ask the 4 managers that have taken over since Sir Alex Ferguson. Being an NHS worker, that's hard. Heroes. That is really hard. But being a shampoo ambassador is as easy as taking a bath. It really is. So next time you're having a really hard day, just run a bath, light some candles, put on some relaxing music and lather up with Wash and Go. Classic Wash and Go. You can pick up your bottle at any good retailer or by hitting the link in the description and getting it delivered straight to your door. Thanks very much to Wash and Go for supporting the United Stand. Now let's move on with the show. And remember, Wash and Go, it's invisible. It's invisible. For the game against Arsenal, which will take place on Thursday at 8 o'clock without Ralf Rangnick. This has been confirmed by the football club Manchester United itself that Ralf Rangnick will not be in charge of the game on Thursday. Michael Carrick will be. He is in England, but the hold-up is a work visa, which is very technical. It's with the Home Office and basically, it's got to go in front of a panel because he hasn't been a manager that much in the last 3 or 4 years. So, there's delays, which Manchester United don't seem to be able to bypass. So, therefore, we don't have Ralf Rangnick as our manager on Thursday. However, he is in England. He might well be in the director's box. This is technical. This is technical now. I think we get that Cineworld thing back working. He is in England. Has he been to Carrington today? Can he stand on the side and watch training? It's all very, he's in England. Like, who's going to stop him speaking to Michael Carrick? Who's going to stop him speaking to the players? An official capacity is not there, but surely there's got to be some influence on the way that we play on Thursday. I hope so anyway, because I think our chances under Carrick, look, another press conference with Michael Carrick. With all due respect, I loved him as a player. As a manager, I find him really boring. And look, some people love it. I was arguing with Alex earlier. He loves him. He loves him as a player. He loves him as a manager. For me, I just find him very, very, very dull and boring. And, I don't think we've seen anything exciting on the pitch yet either. Let's not forget that Villarreal was their last 20 minutes performance. And Chelsea, look, I'm still looking at that stats and looking at how many shots they had and how much possession they had, and very defensive performances from Carrick in the 2 games that he's been a manager. We can't be like that on Thursday night. We've got to try and win the game. So hopefully there will be an impact from Rangnick, but the club themselves have confirmed that he will not be managing the game in an official capacity. He may well be in the director's box on Thursday. I don't think Carrick was overrated as a player, Matthew. I loved him as a player. I thought he was underrated as a player. But I certainly would agree that as a manager, I think he's very lucky to be in the chance. Is there a slight chance the visa goes through early, says Jack? Well, there's always a chance. But Manchester United have actually put it out on their website that Michael Carrick will be in charge. So they'd look I don't think they'd care looking a bit stupid. Thursday, what we think it will be. I want to talk about Arsenal. Very interesting as well. I just saw something there. We were talking about Tariq Lamptey on the show this morning. We've been linked to Trippier again, but we've also been linked to Tariq Lamptey. Now, Lamptey for me would be the new Manchester United, the reset Manchester United, the Ralf Rangnick Manchester United, and Trippier, as we know, is the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Mike Phelan, Michael Carrick Manchester United. They did want him in the summer. Look, I would personally like to see United rip up every transfer target they had under Solskjaer for the last 2 years and look forward. And the main reason I would do that is because we're going to play a completely different brand of football. We're going to play high energy, high up the pitch. Under Ole, it was not high energy and it was deep, counter-attacking. So I would rip that up. And let's not forget that Kieran Trippier is, 31, and Tariq Lamptey, if he's over his injury problems, is very exciting. So I'd love to see us doing a deal like that. But look, let's talk about the preview. Let's talk about the Arsenal game. Very interesting, Arsenal have lost 4 games this season, 4 games out of 13. But as we all know, they lost their first 3 games. So when you think about it, Arsenal are very much in form. Lost their first 3 games. They've only therefore lost 1 in their last 10. In fact, they've won 7 of their last 10 games with 2 draws and a loss, which was Liverpool at Anfield, which most people are going to do. So realistically, taking Liverpool out the equation, they've won 7 of their last 9 and drawn the other 2. So they are a very, very capable side at the moment. And it's going to be a challenge. I'm not going to call Arsenal a difficult game. I mean, come on. It's not Chelsea, it's not Man City, and it's not Liverpool. And Liverpool did smack Arsenal up a couple of weeks ago. Liverpool smacked us up a few weeks before that at Old Trafford. But what I'm saying is, we certainly should not be at Old Trafford going into an Arsenal game with trepidation and fear. This is basically about we're the other team in the top 4. We need to exert our authority. There is a second game against Arsenal later in the season at the Emirates. So we do need to go and win this game of football. But interestingly, I was looking at Arsenal's away record, and this is cause for hope. Because, all right, they've won 7 of their last 10. They've done very, very well. But their away record isn't that good. Out of 6 away games, they've lost 3, they've drawn 1, and they've only won 2. But they've conceded 11, and somehow they've managed to win. Well, I've got it down here that they've only scored 3 goals in 6 games away from home. So away from, I don't think Arsenal are that good. They've been very good at accumulating the points at home. I don't think they're very good away from home, and they don't score many goals away from home. So that suggests to me that Arsenal may well come to Manchester United and try and be compact. And hit us on the break, in which case let's hope that we do have some of Ralf Rangnick's impact on the game, because we want to be on the front foot. A bit